I'm hungry. We are in live and living color. Thank you. Take the act of Congress to get out of my neighborhood here lately. The hell. So it is October here in Tennessee. You get the leaves changing. And people pulling out in front of you and shit. Very thankful for Sirius XM because I get to listen to my favorite talk radio show. And I also get to listen to Sirius XM Octane. I love my Ultra because it has music and it's comfy. I've been mostly a cruiser guy since I got back into riding many years ago. My brother rides a Roadglide Ultra also, and he's the one who talked me into getting this. So it's the first Roadglide I've ever had. I've had Electroglide Limiteds and Electroglide Ultras since 2003, I think. So I'm going down here to meet my brother for lunch, and he got back into motorcycling a few years ago, not very long ago, after having a pretty bad wreck in the late 80s. So he hadn't ridden in a very long time, but he's a really good rider now. Just kind of made me nervous when he got back into it. I'm like, you know, hey, wait a minute, bro. You know, you're a walking statistic. You know, you're almost middle-aged and you're getting back into motorcycling, and you know, not that it can't happen to anybody, because it can. Accidents do happen. You know, I just told him, I said, you know, hey, you're a walking statistic, so, you know, just be careful. So he had a, hell, I don't know, it was a Kawasaki, I think, I don't know, one of the Kawasaki sport touring bikes. And yeah, that damn thing was fast. Had a big motor on it. I think it had a 1400 on it. So we're gonna meet and go for a ride. And he pulls up beside me right before the ride starts and says, hey, we got to go to the Harley dealership. The radio on this used bike has gone out. So I'm like, oh shit, well, we can't have that. So we went, instead of on a ride, we went to the local dealership, and damn if he didn't buy a brand new motorcycle. So I mean, you know, there's a trade-off there. You know, radio doesn't work, get it fixed, or just get a new bike. So he got a brand new Roadglide Ultra. So at the time I had amassed 4 motorcycles. So I had one for me, okay, 2 for me, which was my Electroglide, and then I had a 2012 Harley Davidson Deluxe, which was awesome. That soft tail Deluxe. Uh-oh, there's a deer. There's a deer. Boy, Mama was a little bit closer than I cared for. So, wow, that'll get your attention. Anyway, where was I? So I had 4 motorcycles, my 2014 Electroglide Ultra Limited, and I had a 2012 Softail Deluxe, which I love the shit out of that bike. And then I had my son a 2012 Switchback, and my other son, who's not my son, that I raised for several years, that's no longer around, long story, I had bought him a Softail Slim, a 2012 Softail Slim. So when that whole kind of relationship kind of fell apart, well, I thought, well, I don't need 4 motorcycles, so I'm going to consolidate, which I do miss the Slim and I do miss the Heritage Softail. But anyway, times are a-changing, so I consolidated and got this Roadglide Ultra, and I got my son, who is about to be 19, I got him a Roadglide Special. Oh my God, she's going so slow. Make it stop. So a little over a year ago, I decided, hey, I'm watching all these YouTube videos, and man, I sure would like to have a different kind of ride. And in all my years of riding since around the late 80s, off and on, and then I really started riding again really heavy about probably 16 or 17 years ago, I thought, you know what? I have never ridden a sport bike. Never, ever. Never ridden one, really had never really sat on one. So I thought, hey, you know, I'm almost midlife. Hey, let's do this. I went about 14 months ago and I bought a 2017 Kawasaki Ninja 1000. So when I sat on the Z models, they just, you know, I'm old and I'm fat, so shit. That just wasn't really comfortable. So this is a great road right here. Well, hello, Mr. Car. If you're going to pull out in a blind spot, you may need to carry your ass on. Thank you very much. So when my daughter and I got back from Nashville, Illinois with the Ninja, it was probably about 11:15, 11:20 at night. I rode that thing around for a little over an hour and put like 45 miles on it, just riding it around my town. So just trying to get used to it, trying to get a feel for it. And you know, when I got the Ninja, what I was not used to was the fact that the rear brakes on a sport bike are essentially there for show. Well, on a Ninja or a sport bike, your stopping power is on the front brake. So, you know, when you're in the flying position, you grab that front brake. That was something that took me some getting used to when I was out that night, was understanding that the front brake is essentially the stopping power on a sport bike. So we're out in beautiful Thompson Station, Tennessee, just north of Spring Hill. Can't believe I'm already leathered up. Can't believe summer's gone. What the hell? Of course, it was a beautiful, hot, and miserable summer. So, but I'm more of a heat guy because you can stay on the bike, baby. You can stay on the bike. But we're lucky here in Tennessee too, because the weather is almost reasonable every single month, where if you put on a coat and maybe some long johns and jeans, you can ride. There are many, many days all winter long where the temperature here in Tennessee is well over 50. So, which is pretty nice. Ah, Spring Hill traffic. Don't you just love it? Well, I'm really hoping that the audio is coming through pretty good. I've got the Liquid Squid microphone now, so after wasting tons of time dealing with that. So we're going to Embers. So Embers is an even neater joint. Of course, it's all the way on the other side of Spring Hill. Take a nap. Just wake me up when we get there. Good thing about Embers is that Embers is located across from the General Motors plant, so they have a pretty regular clientele that goes in there. I was in there like a week or so ago, and they have an amazing cheeseburger. That thing is enormous. And it was reasonable. I got this gigantic burger for like under 10 bucks. With the onion rings and shit. I'm like, wow. That was pretty good. Pretty good. Make a fat man happy. Had I known we weren't going to the first place, I could have stayed on the back roads to get to the other place. Much, much faster. But now I'm stuck here in purgatory. You know, I'm convinced there's some people who just really like to sit in traffic. Well, it's my hope to use this YouTube channel to ride around and show you the back roads of Tennessee and show you some nice eat-em-up joints. Some of them are hole in the walls, off the beaten path. Tennessee has some of the most amazing motorcycle roads in the country. So if you haven't been here, you haven't had the opportunity to ride around Tennessee, or you haven't gone to Deals Gap and ridden the Dragon or things like that, we're going to see if we can't get some of those videos posted. I'd rather piss on a spark plug than sit in traffic. Oh, gracious, a clearing. We're making progress. Oh, I want to cry. Good thing I didn't have to use the bathroom, right? If I see somebody sitting in the parking lot that wants to merge out in front of me, you know, I'm generally a pretty nice guy and I'll allow that to happen. But if I get up to an intersection, I see some jackass on their cell phone, talking on their cell phone or surfing on their cell phone, there's no way in hell I'm going to let them pull in front of me. It's like, oh no, no. Put your phone down. Put your phone down. Uh-oh, little Rob Zombie's on Sirius XM Octane. Yeah! I'm a huge Five Finger Death Punch fan, Breaking Benjamin, Godsmack, Trivium. Just, you know, there's some really, really amazing metal performances. A lot of the music has ballads in it, so, I mean, if you like ballads, you know, I'd like to have one of those Fenders hanging on my wall. Like half the bed. So, oh, we're making progress. Just think, we're about 7 miles from Embers. I don't think that's my brother in front of me. Wouldn't that be irony? Oh, a yard sale. Let's stop and get more shit I don't need. Nope, that's not my bro. That's just another badass biker, right? He doesn't have a camera, so he's not as cool as I am. I do like his Reinhardts, though. He's got on boots. I've got on tennis shoes. Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, that's not a turn lane. Alright. The winner of Jackass of the Afternoon, it goes to that dude. Gotta love little four-banger burnouts, right? Hey. Now, they got like the little mall area here, and that's where a lot of things are screwed up. Now we're making progress here, baby. Now we got this shit. Oh yeah, now we're cooking with Crisco. So that's the Saturn plant, or the General Motors plant. So we're heading south towards Columbia, Tennessee. And the place we're going is not very far away, thank goodness. It is too damn early to be wearing leather. I think I might be exceeding the speed limit. But look, Daddy's trying to get fat and happy. Okay, fatter and happy. Oh, hell. And here we are with Embers. Yeehaw, wee doggy. Is my bro here? Why, yeah, there he sits. Figures. Figures. Well, all right, YouTube. Oh, a little mantra. All right, YouTube, stay classy.